Hey everyone, DJ Ron Mess here from the podcast Anime Jam Session. Normally I don't do video logs or videos like this of the sort unless there are certain issues or conditions that may come up. Like if I'm doing like a massive thank you to people I meet at conventions, or if something was said and I have to get it off my chest and I just can't use my website or my podcast to get my point across. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty here, shall we? A few months ago, I called into a podcast called Black Girl Nerds, and they talked about cosplay with black people and so forth. As you can tell, I am a black cosplayer, but yeah, there's still some of my costumes hanging up behind me, but yeah, that's besides the point. And I called in to discuss the issue in regards to racial profiling in cosplay that Miss Shaka Kamaraj had brought up. Now, I read her article, and I don't agree with what she said. If somebody's going to call you out because you are too black to cosplay or too Hispanic or this or that, so fucking what? Let them run their mouth. You go do you. You go handle your business, you cosplay, and you have a good time. Because if someone's going to call you out because of your race or creed or whatever, and you fight back, that's just going to add fuel to the fire. Let the haters run their mouth and do whatever the hell that they want to do. Now, one of my alumni staffers, DJ Synthetic, that's the name that I recall she goes by, made a video in regards to this podcast. And it's something that I agree with. She had made a point in regards of how there's more hatred and bigotry towards plus-size cosplayers. Now, as somebody who's been on the con scene for over 10 years, I have seen more drama and more issues with plus-size cosplayers than it is with us colored folk. And I've been to conventions far north as New Hampshire and as far south as Atlanta, Georgia, and as far out west as California. Now, I have seen people come to me like, oh, I can't believe you cosplayed it. It's not a big deal. It's not like they're trying to insult you. It's a shock. Because look, when I got into anime, I was probably one of the few black people in my town that knew what it was, and that's how it was. That's all it is. It's a bit of a culture shock. Get on with it. It's not a big deal. Now, Sin was making a point about that. She was just trying to add on, which I fully agree with. Now, to you, Miss ShinyBusterBaby, let me ask you something. Who the fuck are you to come rolling up in here on a YouTube video for a sad rebuttal video at that? Okay? When you do a rebuttal video on YouTube, it's between you and the other person. You do not bring another person's child up in there. She brought her child up in there, which is also my kid, because you don't come attacking my wifey like that. I do not tolerate that shit. She was just trying to make a point. You did not have to do that. That was uncalled for. The issue was between you and her. And from watching your video, I can see that you mad. You mad probably because people call you up for being a fat slob. That's probably what it boils down to. I'm sorry to insult you and call you out, but that's what this came down to. Your entire video was just full of shit. Okay? I can't believe I actually sat here and watched and hear you talk like you're a friggin' godfather for 10, 12 minutes. I had to shut off because I couldn't take it anymore because you were double talking on a lot of that, okay? The point of the matter of the video was to say that there is more of an issue about plus-size cosplaying than it is about racial. And that's the God's honest truth. You may call me ignorant or whatever, but that's what it is. There are more people complaining about the fact that there are people that are plus-size that are cosplaying than it is people that are black, Hispanic, or whatever dark skin color that the person may be. That's what it is. Let me tell you something. I've cosplayed Ranma Saotome from Ranma 1/2 for years, and I never had a person complain about it. I remember I had one person complain about my Barrett Wallace from Final Fantasy VII because he said it was inaccurate. All right? I don't mean to how you say split hairs here, but this is coming from a white cosplayer. Mind you, his costume was a lot more worse off. His wasn't as accurate as mine. There's a picture of me, him, and another Barrett doing a Mexican standoff on a website somewhere. You find it, you find our cosplays, you compare it to what Barrett Wallace's outfit is, and you tell me. Yes, they may have done it more from the video game, but I did mine directly from the art book, which I have to replace because a former roommate of mine lost it, and well, fuck. Alright? The next time you are going to rebuttal anybody or counter, keep it between A and B. You don't bring anybody else's kid into it. You don't do that. This ain't a rap battle, okay? This is just a YouTube discussion, alright? And if you're going to make a point, be more clear, be more point on, and be more precise. You know, I'm really more pissed about the fact that you got me on this tirade, because this could have been avoided if you knew how to handle yourself, okay? And no one ain't gonna take anything from you. From the way you look, I don't think anybody would have the balls to come up and take that big piece of fried chicken from you, because I sure as hell won't. And I served in the military and dealt with people meaner, bigger, and uglier than you. Alright? So you need to calm down, slow your roll, chill, and understand it is not that serious, okay? You got this chip on your shoulder about being black, and you need to accept it for who you are, okay? And another thing, what the fuck is this blurred shit? I know blurred means black nerd, but no. That does not belong in the dictionary. Do not call me a blurred. I am a nerd. Simple as that. If you want to be a blurred, that's fine. You go ahead and you do that. You run with that and you have fun with it. But when you start screaming, I'm a blurred, I'm a blurred, listen to me, listen to what I have to say. That's when I will stop listening to you, because you're using it as a crutch and you just mad no one wants to listen to you because you're making no goddamn sense at all. In conclusion, there will always be issues in cosplay. Color, race, creed, religion, size, whatever. Look, there was a dude that did a Muslim version of Link from Zelda, and he got flack for it. It's just his interpretation. Ain't a big deal. What we have to understand is, no matter what it is, we have to learn and tolerate it and just move on. Because if you attack it back, it's just going to get worse. Because whenever someone says, ha ha ha, you can't do this cosplay because you're so and so, that's just adding fuel to the fire. They want you to retaliate back. They want you to scream back. Don't. Just be like, whatever, dude. Just roll and have a good time, okay? Take it from somebody who's been cosplaying a little bit longer than you, okay? Someone who's been considered a forerunner in black cosplay. Someone who's been doing this, has done various cosplays, done various skits, hang out with a lot of people, and has a good time. That's all it is. And that's all I have to say about that. If you have any questions or issues, the name is DJ Ronma S. I'm not that hard to find. Peace out.